Continuation of my video as dogs bark and disturb. So I wrote a small letter to United Nations expressing all this opinion that I express it for you in my video. And I know as brother probably is a member of Gladio, Western Terroristic Army. Mostly maybe he was counter-terroristic official because he worked in nuclear security and he helped to investigate minimum 2 terror acts in atomic plants, and he, as it is clear from my videos and my competence in nuclear safety, atomic safety, he gave me a lot of knowledge. As a child, he was telling and telling, he is a little professor, so he was telling, and it seems my brain was recording. So he gave me a lot of knowledge, exclusional knowledge of atomic safety, as you can see from my videos. Sometimes I am myself very much surprised of this knowledge that I could not learn in humanity and social studies at a university. Nobody taught us, so brother could have been in some secret armies counter-terroristic official, and his knowledge is very important in Ukraine war. That is why he is missing, but some people from ex-officials from Visgladio contacted me and informed me about very high nuclear atomic terrorism rate in Ukraine a few weeks before war. So I started investigating and searching, and I found these gaps in the security, and following the traces of Russian army and Ukraine army, I possibly informing could help to stop nuclear terrorism, as it seems. And as I understand, that was his job sometimes, because he used to work in Lithuanian energy, and he inspected Lithuanian atomic plant. He inspected, for some reasons, Finnish Olkiluoto, and he told in his diaries about Olkiluoto, the disaster in 1994. That nobody knows. 22nd of June, very big explosion, and we know that Olkiluoto third reactor was opened only in the middle of March, also in the time scale of Ukraine war. So there are too many questions and no answers, and of course then nobody cares about my brother's destiny, and his best friend put into chair in finance ministers, his wife and his ex-friends are very powerful at the moment, and they are directly connected to not NATO, to America, and acting like colony, and acting only for colonial interests, but not our beautiful country. So such Romualdas Apanavičius for them was a disturbance, and now very good opportunity to stop this case while Russia has no voice anymore. But Russia was thrown out, suspended in council. That means that this case was on the highest levels on the United Nations Council, although I was never informed, but I saw it on internet. So that means that suspending Russia in council, nobody defends this position that secret detention camps exist in Lithuania up till now. And this question will be suspended because it is connected to America, and America has immunity in Hague, and America is not guilty. And we all saw, like, United Nations denied even possibility of biological labs in Ukraine, and everything is denied. And I am actually, as a lawyer, a little bit in shock how the highest legal institutions in the world can be played like puppets by this moronic system. People wrote books about moronic system of this junta of genocide regime, and we are left here alone. It is regime territory. We are left here alone. We have the biggest death rate from our independence last year and 2 years ago, and manipulated COVID. People did not get treatment. I did not get treatment. I informed United Nations. I wrote that the regime wants to kill me, offered me to cut my organs. I was still alive, and they offered to cut my organs because of this eye. First, they offered to cut this eye. And I was half conscious, but I was still conscious, and I left hospital luckily. And as you see, my eye is okay. I see even better, like with another eye. I talk, I walk. Of course, I have difficulties with walking, with talking, no, but with walking, sometimes I have difficulties because the faster probably harmed brain a little bit, small part of brain, but it's not a case to cut a person to pieces. So I inform you from genocide territory. We are left alone with moronic government, which implemented new rules, denied Interpol rules, and implemented ordered to United Nations from today to recognize bodies by phone. My brother's body was recognized by phone, later with invalid passport, expired for 3 years, and after 7.5 years it was thirdly recognized by one finger out of 10, not including family members into the process. So these are the breach of not only local law but international law, and local courts were making jokes of United Nations and international law. They were writing me in answer that international law is my imagination, it's my subjective opinion, and I translated everything to United Nations Court, and first they could not believe, but now I see they believe, they accept that they are zero and Lithuania is the ruler of the world, and the wrongly recognized by phone body must be left like this and the case must be closed. I completely disagree. I think that the law valid in time and space and 24 hours and 7 days in a week, and any war cannot suspend law and change international rules for dead body recognition of old and drowned bodies.